Have you ever wondered what happens when one of America's biggest banks puts profits over people? Today, we're diving deep into the shocking story of the Wells Fargo fake account scandal, a tale of immense pressure, unethical practices, and the devastating fallout that followed. It all started with a simple, yet aggressive sales strategy called cross-selling. The idea was to get existing customers to open as many new accounts as possible. Wells Fargo's slogan was "8 is great," meaning they wanted every customer to have 8 different products with the bank. Sounds ambitious, right? Well, it became much more than that. It became an obsession. To achieve these lofty goals, the bank put incredible pressure on its employees. Branch managers and bank tellers were pushed to meet unrealistic daily sales quotas. If they didn't hit their numbers, they faced demotion, harassment, or even termination. Their performance was tracked constantly, with managers breathing down their necks, sometimes multiple times a day. Imagine trying to work under that kind of stress, where your job is on the line every single hour. This high-pressure environment created a toxic culture. Employees were desperate. And when people are desperate, they sometimes do unthinkable things. To meet their quotas and keep their jobs, thousands of employees resorted to secretly opening millions of unauthorized bank and credit card accounts in their customers' names. They would forge signatures, create fake email addresses, and even transfer money from customers' existing accounts into new ones without their knowledge or consent. How did they get away with it? Often the accounts were opened and closed so quickly that customers never even noticed. Or they'd use a customer's information to apply for a credit card, but never actually activate it. These were ghost accounts created just to meet a sales target. But many customers did notice. They started seeing small, mysterious fees on their statements for accounts they never opened. Some found their credit scores had dropped because of credit cards they didn't even know they had. For years, customer complaints were dismissed or ignored. Employees who tried to blow the whistle by calling the company's ethics hotline were often fired in retaliation. The problem was systemic, starting from the very top. Executives were praising the cross-selling strategy, calling it a key to their success, all while their employees were being forced into unethical behavior. The scandal finally broke wide open in 2016. Investigations by journalists and regulators revealed the staggering scale of the fraud. Initially, it was estimated that over 2 million fake accounts were created. But as more investigations were conducted, that number grew to a jaw-dropping 3.5 million. The public was outraged, and rightfully so. This wasn't just a few rogue employees, it was a widespread cultural failure. The fallout was immense. Wells Fargo was hit with billions of dollars in fines from government agencies like the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. The bank's CEO, John Stumpf, was forced to resign and had to give back millions in compensation. Thousands of employees were fired, not just the ones who opened the fake accounts, but also those who were pushed out for not meeting the impossible sales goals. But the financial penalties were just the beginning. The biggest damage was to Wells Fargo's reputation. Trust is the foundation of the banking industry. You trust your bank to keep your money safe and act in your best interest. Wells Fargo shattered that trust for millions of people. Customers left the bank in droves, and its stock price took a major hit. In the years since, Wells Fargo has been trying to clean up its act. They eliminated the aggressive sales quotas that caused the problem in the first place. They've overhauled their leadership and put new systems in place to prevent something like this from ever happening again. They've also paid out hundreds of millions in settlements to affected customers. But is it enough? The scandal serves as a powerful cautionary tale about corporate greed and the dangers of a growth-at-all-costs mentality. It shows what can happen when a company's internal culture becomes so focused on numbers that it forgets about the human beings it's supposed to be serving. It highlights the importance of ethical leadership and creating an environment where employees feel safe to speak up without fear of retaliation. The Wells Fargo story is a reminder for all of us, as consumers, to be vigilant. Always check your bank statements carefully. Monitor your credit report regularly. And if you see something that doesn't look right, don't hesitate to ask questions and demand answers. Your financial health is too important to ignore. What do you think? Can a company like Wells Fargo ever fully regain public trust after a scandal of this magnitude? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. It's a complex issue, and I'd love to hear your perspective. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this story interesting and want to learn more about how the corporate world really works, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.